how many people wrote the Bible? It is not possible to determine an exact number, but we can estimate an approximate number. Let's start with the Old Testament. Moses wrote the first 5 books, the Torah. According to tradition, he may have been the author of the book of Job. After the death of Moses, Joshua wrote the conquest of the Promised Land. Major prophets: Isaiah, Jeremiah, author of Lamentations, Ezekiel, and Daniel. The minor prophets, total 12. According to tradition, the 2 books of Kings were written by Jeremiah. 1st and 2nd Chronicles were written by Ezra. So far we have counted 19 authors. The books of Ruth and 1st Samuel were written by Samuel together with Nathan and Gad. 2nd Samuel was written by Nathan and Gad. The book of Judges is also credited to Samuel. The book of Esther was written by Mordecai. So far there are 23. The book of Psalms is primarily written by David, but there are also psalms by Solomon, Moses, and also by the Levites, Asaph, Heman, Ethan, and the sons of Korah. We cannot say exactly how many sons. So far, there are at least 29 authors. Solomon wrote Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, and most of Proverbs, which also have unknown authors. Proverbs also had contributions from Agur, King Lemuel, and King Lemuel's mother, as well as other anonymous authors described as wise men. We can consider at least 5 authors in the Old Testament. Now let's move on to the New Testament. The 4 synoptic Gospels were written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Acts of the Apostles was written by Luke. John wrote Revelation and 3 epistles. Paul wrote 13 letters and is possibly the author of the letter to the Hebrews. We also have other epistles written by James, Peter, and Jude. The New Testament has a total of 8 authors. Adding the 35 authors of the Old Testament, plus the 8 authors of the New Testament, we have 43 authors. In fact, 44 authors, because in Exodus 31 verse 18 it says that the Lord gave Moses 2 tablets of the testimony, tablets of stone written with the finger of God.